Oh hey guys, how you doing? I'm out here with the Pterosauria. Normally quads like this don't get too much of my attention, but I really kind of enjoy this one. I like the way it flies, and so what I'm going to do today is I'm going to take some video with this thing. And as I mentioned before, these little pinhole cameras, they don't have great video, but that's because they're a pretty narrow field of view. So a narrow field of view is going to demand a subject matter that is got to be taken from pretty high up. So what I want to do is I want to take this a little higher than I normally would take it. Let's say just at around my neighborhood, like I did in the last video. And we'll be taking some video here, and I'll be viewing it from here. Alright, so let's get this thing up in the air and we'll shoot some video. Okay guys, so one of the things you're going to notice in this flight is that when you do get up a little higher, you're going to see a little bit of jello in the video, and that's pretty typical for these cameras. But my son is also I'm going to show you some of his night flight that we did tonight, which it turned out pretty nice. Now, like I said, guys, for whatever reason, this quad has kind of captured my attention. It's really fun, and the very first time I flew it, it was just kind of out at my office, out in the parking lot, and I always know that I've got a fun and a nice quad that as soon as the battery was exhausted, I immediately wanted to fly it again because it was so stable and so fun to fly. The one thing I wish they would have done with this quad, number one, is I really wanted them to add a second battery in, because it does take about 30 minutes for you to charge the battery, and that seems like it's just a little bit too long. And this battery seems to be a little bit proprietary as well. So take that for what it's worth, guys. Enjoy the rest of these flights, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye. So it has to be said that the nighttime performance of this camera is actually surprisingly good with some ambient light. Now, you'll see my son here kind of inching over the carports here, and he's going a little bit further each time, just like we all do with FPV, kind of venturing out a little bit further and a little bit further. It's fun to watch.